Warning: the following presentation may be disturbing or triggering to some viewers. All information on this channel is provided by the local news and is public to all viewers for your own research. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wagwan, everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Talk the Things podcast. Today, we're going to be doing a true crime episode. But you see, this storyline is like not something I've never seen. I don't think we've ever done a video like this on my channel. It's very strange. It's so weird. But it's crazy just how everything turned out and the facts and how quick this all happened. And some of the stuff that happened in this case, when you guys hear I get to it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's just weird. It's very weird, in my opinion. More than it is like anything else, I find it very strange. But we're gonna be talking about a person that went by the name of Virgil Jack. Now, or people just call her Jill. But she was 31 years old at the time of this whole incident that happened back in 2017. She was born in St. Vincent and she moved to Toronto in the mid 90s. But she went back to St. Vincent in 2016 where she married some man. Now, that man, whoever she married, we don't have much information on him. All we know is that he was supposed to come up to Toronto. She was supposed to send for him, but it never wound up happening. She lived at Keel and Finch with her sister and her sister's daughter, so her niece. And I want you guys to remember those two people. Remember this. I mentioned them. But she had a full-time job. You know, she went to work, she lived a normal life, but she worked with a couple, and we're gonna call that couple Josh and Ruby. That's just the two names we're gonna give them. Josh was 24 and he was born in Jamaica, but moved up here when he was 14, I believe it said he was. And Ruby had family from Ghana. We don't have too much information on Ruby, but we don't know if she was like born in Ghana or if she, like if she moved here, what the case was. We just know that she had some family in Ghana. Now, around late July of 2018, Ruby, she was 3 months pregnant with Josh's baby, and she ended up going back to Ghana just to, I guess, I don't know, vacation, check her family. But I want to give you guys a quick brief over of the workplace, right? Because now remember, Virgil, Josh, and Ruby all work together, but Josh and Ruby is a couple. I just want you guys to remember that. Now, in this little time where Ruby went to Ghana and was with her family, Jill and Josh started a intimate relationship, right? They started to have I guess you wouldn't call it an affair yet because they weren't married. So I guess you would just say that Josh was cheating on the pregnant girlfriend that went to Ghana with Jill or Virgil, you know what I mean? And gossip started to spread around the workplace because they all work together. So you could imagine they all know that, Ruby gone to Ghana to go do whatever. And then now the boyfriend, Josh, is here with Virgil. So it was just very strange and gossip started around the workplace. And as soon as Ruby came back, the coworkers went back to her and told her everything, was telling her that something's wrong with, Josh is over here doing whatever he's doing with Virgil. But Ruby only knew her as Jill. She never knew her as Virgil. She only knew her as Jill. But one day at work, I believe it was probably a little more that day after Jill came back. I mean, excuse me, after Ruby came back to work, Jill winded up going up to her and paging her and was basically saying, all the stuff that the workers them are telling are then it's not true. This didn't happen. This isn't true. But I believe, and we can't be too sure on this, but I just believe from all the articles and stuff that I read and how the story went out, is that Ruby must have went back and paged Josh look more that evening when they went home and was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Because right after, Josh winded up messaging or was being rude to Virgil, and Virgil didn't understand this. Virgil never liked this. So what she winded up doing, remember, she just went into the break room and was telling Ruby that nothing is happening between me and your man. But now she went onto WhatsApp where she confessed that something was happening between her and Josh. And not just that, she winded up even saying that she was pregnant with Josh's baby. Now, you can imagine people would have been shocked to hear such thing. We don't know exactly who it was that she messaged that to on WhatsApp. All it says was that she went onto WhatsApp where she confessed and said that she was pregnant. So this is where it gets very strange now. Very, very strange. On August 15, 2017, Jill was explaining to one of her friends the whole story, how she fell in love or is having some type of entanglement with this man at work, and he basically has his baby mom already or about to be baby mom. And she's telling the friend this whole story, and then she winds up asking the friend if she can pee on a pregnancy test because the friend is pregnant. Now remember, Jill already went back and messaged whoever she messaged on WhatsApp and was telling them that she got pregnant by Josh. but she wasn't really pregnant from what I believe, because why would you then ask your friend to fake a pregnancy test for you? But when the friend heard that Jill wanted her to pee on some test to give back the pregnancy result, 'cause remember the friend is pregnant, the friend said, "Fucking no, well, I'm not gonna do that." You know what I mean? She declines that she's not doing it, which I find, acceptable, because what are you talking about? It's very strange that you're gonna like try what hold down this man. Like, what was your intention to do? Anyway, let's move on. A day later, the 16th now, a co-worker ended up walking into the bathroom at work where he's seen her standing up. When I say her, I'm talking about Jill. He's seen Jill standing up in there. Well, not he, it had to have been a girl, but seeing her standing up with a positive pregnancy test. Now, this was kind of confusing when I seen this, because I'm trying to figure out now, if she wasn't really pregnant, where did she get the test from? Now, the reason why I'm saying that I don't believe that she was really pregnant is like I explained. She asked her friend to fake the test for her. So if you were really pregnant, you could have pee on it yourself. You would have never had to ask nobody else to do that for you. But she was seen now the day later with a positive pregnancy test. Now, later on, we can't be too sure if it was that day or how long after, she ended up sending some more angry text messages to Josh and was basically trying to like destroy the marriage. And that's what I feel too. That's what the article said, that she was trying to destroy the marriage. But when you think about all the fakeness and the stuff that she was trying to do, it was like she was trying to tarnish that, she's trying to fake the pregnancy, she's trying to mash the relationship up, especially now that, you know, Josh isn't being all that nice to her no more. And now he's dealing with her different. But this is where it gets even stranger. This was the worst strangeness out of all of them, if you ask me, because she sent a video of a baby, of her breastfeeding some baby. Remember, she's not pregnant. But it turned out to be that the baby that was sucking on her breast was her sister's baby. It wasn't even her baby. So now you sent the video to Josh of some baby sucking on your breast, which turns out to be your sister's baby. This is just going to extend. This seems very strange. Like, this doesn't. I'm tapping my head right now to try to see, like, is this like it just doesn't seem normal for a person to be doing all of this. You know, to make somebody else's baby be doing that to you. You don't have no milk, you're not pregnant, so the baby was just doing that, and I just find that so strange. I mean, I don't know, I just find that so strange. But she did that, sent the video to him of the baby and all those stuff. And 2 days later now, August 18, Josh picked her up around 2:35, pick her up from Keel and Finch at her apartment. But he messaged her and said, "Don't tell your sister I'm picking you up." Remember, he lived with his sister. She lived with her sister, excuse me. So, they're driving down and they went down to Dairy Downs Park. Now that's somewhere around Jane and Finch. This is in the West area. I know I'm not too sure, but I believe it's a place like Thompson Park. If you come from Scarborough, that'll be like the equivalent. It's just like a big park where there's a river and people do picnic and walk and ride bike, have chill, all them things. So, he goes over there and around 3:15, he gets enraged. We don't know what they were talking about, what it was that happened, but he gets enraged and tries to attack Jill. So Jill now jumps out the car and is running, trying to run for safety. She runs off down into the river now, or around that area, but basically she ran off into the river where he overpowered her. Man angling her, all those type of stuff. Her phone flies into the river, and he observed that the phone fly into the river. But at that time, he's just trying to do whatever he's trying to do to Jill. The man winds up stabbing her 159 times, left the body there in the river, halfway in the river. And I'm gonna post the pictures of her the last time she was caught seen alive was around 2 p.m. Remember, he picked her up at 2:35. They have the surveillance footage of her leaving, I guess leaving the building, going to go meet him. And you can see the same clothes and everything that she's wearing is the same clothes that she was found in the next day. So he stabbed her 159 times, went to look for the phone. He's trying to call the phone so he can pick up the phone back because he knows all the message and stuff that's in the phone. So he's trying to look for the phone, can't find the phone. So he just left. He's moving so quick when he's leaving that he jumps in his car and he's drove through grass. And I had the pictures of the grass. The man drove through grass, fly up over the parking barrier, dig off his bumper. And that's how, Boydon was able to trace it back to him, because they saw the piece of the dirt underneath his car. They saw the tire trot them. They seen the piece of island that he licked off underneath his car, still hanging off. Some of the piece that rub off from the concrete was underneath. So everything was a match. But I'm getting ahead of myself, because on August 19, around 12:45 p.m., there was an old lady. I don't know if she was old really, but they said there's a lady that frequents the area. She's always walking through the path. Winds up seeing the body. So she calls police and ambulance and stuff and is telling them, yo, there's this lady here floating in the river. what should I do? And the people that are telling her to try draw the body out the river. But she's saying, I'm not drawing no body out no river. We don't know how long the body been there. It's clearly a dead body. I'm not drawing this out the river to do nothing. And, police wind up coming and doing their stuff. Now, I don't go over the whole trial and those stuff on my case. Excuse me, not on my case, but on my podcast. I don't like to go over the whole trial and them something down my show. Everything is here available for your public research if you want to go do it. But I did have some thoughts that I wanted to, just put out there before we end this video. And I want you guys to elaborate more in the comment section. But let me know, do you think that I am in the wrong for thinking that there's kind of something wrong mentally here? And even when I was looking through some of the I think it was like the court papers or something, they were trying to basically say that the man Josh, right, that he was basically a little light, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like they were saying he was easily deceivable and them stuff. So I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. This case is just very strange. To get somebody else's baby to make them suck on your breast, like as if it's yours, that you're breastfeeding the baby, and you're not even pregnant. So I would believe, I don't know too much about female anatomy, but I would believe that means that there's no milk in there. So you just have the baby doing that. That's not a normal thing to do. You know what I mean? Also to call, your friends and ask them to pee on a pregnancy test to try fake the pregnancy so that you can use and mash up the people's marriage. It just seems this is just a messy case, bro. I just want you guys to let me know all what you think about this story down below. And in no way is this being excused, to be stabbed up 159 times is mad. But you guys just have to let me know what you think about this story, and we will talk next time on Talk the Things podcast.
Yeah, I'm a pretty little Barbie.